Child of God, listen to me. Listen closely. I know where you are. I know the silence that surrounds you right now. I know the floor you are standing on feels like it is shaking, and the ground beneath your feet has turned to quicksand. You look around, and everything you once held onto is gone. The job that provided your security, gone. The relationship that gave you validation, gone. The people you thought would stand in the gap, gone. The savings, the health, the clarity, the plan. It has all been stripped away. You feel exposed. You feel naked. You feel like you are standing in the middle of a howling wilderness with no shelter, no water, and no direction. And in the quiet of the night, the enemy whispers a lie into your spirit. He says, God has abandoned you. He has left you to ruin. This is the end. But hear me, and hear me clearly. This is not the end. This is the beginning. This is not punishment. It is not rejection. It is not cruelty. What feels like the demolition of your life is actually the divine excavation of your soul. You are asking, God, why did you take this away? And the answer echoes from the throne room of heaven. Because you were leaning on it more than you were leaning on me. God is dismantling your false supports. He is removing the crutches so that you can learn to walk. He is stripping away the false self so that the true self, the one created in His image, can finally emerge. You are in a divine transition. The thing you are mourning was never meant to hold you up. It was only meant to point you to the one who holds the universe. You feel like you are dying, but you are actually being planted. You feel like you are being buried, but you are actually being seeded. Do not despise the stripping. Do not curse the silence. For it is in the empty room that the voice of God becomes the loudest sound in your life. Here is the Spirit of the Lord speaking over your situation right now. Receive these revelations. 1. The removing of the idol of security. Divine explanation. You have been looking at the hand instead of the one who holds it. You have been trusting in the paycheck, the spouse, the talent, or the reputation to give you a sense of safety. But when those things become your source of peace, they become your idols. God loves you too much to leave you worshipping the gifts. He will remove the gift to reveal the giver. He will allow the system to crash so that your heart can be recalibrated to trust in Him alone. Biblical story. Remember Abraham. God asked him to take his son, Isaac, the son of the promise, and lay him on the altar. Isaac was Abraham's future. Isaac was his security. But God tested Abraham to see what he truly loved. When Abraham was willing to let go of the most precious thing in his life, God provided a ram in the thicket. God was not after Isaac's blood. He was after Abraham's heart. He wanted to know, is Abraham all in? Metaphor. You are like a child learning to swim. You have been holding on to the side of the pool, convinced that the concrete wall is the only thing keeping you from drowning. The water represents the Spirit of God, deep and limitless. But you won't let go of the wall. So, the lifeguard gently pries your fingers loose. It feels terrifying. You flail, you splash, you panic. that the lifeguard is right there, holding you up. The wall was never your safety. The lifeguard is. Encouragement. Do not weep over what has been taken. Thank God that He loves you enough to be your only security. Let go of the wall. The water is deep, but He is deeper. 2. The silence of the potter's house. Divine explanation. Why is there no answer? Why is the door shut? Because you are on the wheel, and the potter is pressing hard. When God removes everything, it is because He is about to reshape you. You cannot be molded while you are full of your own plans, your own ideas, and your own agenda. He has stripped the clay bare so He can impose a new design. He is not destroying you, He is reforming you. Biblical story. Think of Jeremiah the prophet. God told him to go down to the potter's house. There, Jeremiah saw a vessel on the wheel that was marred and ruined in the potter's hand. The potter did not throw the clay away. He smashed it down, he flattened it, he completely destroyed its previous shape. And then, he made it again into another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to make it. Metaphor. Imagine a room full of antique furniture. It is beautiful, valuable, and comfortable. But God is building a cathedral, and that furniture does not fit the design. He clears the room. It looks empty. It looks like a loss. But He is clearing the space not to leave it empty, but to bring in the glory. You are the temple. He is clearing the chambers of your heart. Encouragement. Endure the silence. Submit to the pressure. The clay has no right to argue with the potter. He knows what shape you need to take to hold the oil He is about to pour into you. 3. The wilderness of unlearning. Divine explanation. God has removed your dependencies because you need to unlearn the ways of the world. You have learned to survive by manipulation, by striving, by your wit, and by your charm. But these methods do not work in the kingdom of God. In the kingdom, we live by reliance, by surrender, and by faith. He has brought you to a place where none of your old tricks work, so you can learn the new way of the Spirit. Biblical story. Look at the children of Israel in the desert. They were slaves in Egypt. They had food, water, and shelter, but they were in bondage. God brought them into the wilderness, a place with no water, no food, and no resources. Why? To break the slave mentality out of them. He fed them manna from heaven, so they would learn that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. He was teaching them to depend on the daily provision of the Almighty. Metaphor. It is like a mother bird pushing the baby eagle out of the nest. The eagle is terrified. The nest was comfortable, it was safe, it was home. But the mother knows that if the baby stays in the nest, it will never fly. The removal of the nest feels like a death sentence, but it is actually the only way to access the skies. The fall is necessary for the flight. Encouragement. Stop crying for Egypt. Stop crying for the leeks and onions of your old life. The wilderness is not your grave, it is your classroom. You are being detoxed from the world so you can be addicted to His presence. 4. the shaking of the false foundation. Divine explanation. You have been building on sand. You have built your house on things that can shake: money, people, positions. God is allowing the earthquake. He is allowing the wind to blow and the rain to beat against your house. It is scary. It is loud. It is destructive. But He is doing it to show you that the only thing that cannot be shaken is the kingdom. He is shaking everything so that only what is unshakable remains. Biblical story. Consider Peter. He was a fisherman. He depended on his nets, his boat, and his strength. Jesus told him to launch out into the deep and let down his nets for a catch. They fished all night and caught nothing. Their self-reliance failed. Their professional skill failed. They were empty-handed. But in that emptiness, Peter fell at Jesus' knees and said, "Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord." Only when his own strength failed did he truly see who Jesus was. Metaphor. You are a house in a hurricane. The roof is flying off. The windows are breaking. You are screaming, "Make it stop!" But the hurricane is actually the construction crew of heaven. They are tearing off the dry rot and the termite-infested wood. It looks like a disaster zone. But when the storm clears, you will be standing on the rock, and you will not be moved. Encouragement. Let the false things fall. Let the superficial relationships crumble. Let the worldly ambitions dissolve. If it can be shaken, let it shake. You are being established on a foundation that can withstand the gates of hell. 5. The revelation of the barren place. Divine explanation. Sometimes God removes everything to deal with a specific area of our heart that we have kept hidden. Hannah was barren. For years she could not conceive. Peninnah, her rival, provoked her severely. It was a place of deep pain and humiliation. But why the barrenness? Why the closed womb? Because the child God wanted to give her, Samuel, required a womb that had been consecrated through desperation. God removed her ability to produce naturally, so He could produce supernaturally. Biblical story. Think of Joseph. He had his coat of many colors. He had his father's favor. Then it was stripped away. He was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown into prison. Everything he depended on, his family, his freedom, his reputation, was gone. But it was in the prison cell that he learned to interpret dreams. It was in the isolation that he developed the character of a ruler. If he had kept the coat, he never would have worn the crown. Metaphor. This is a season of spiritual winter. The trees are bare. The ground is hard. Nothing is growing. It looks dead. But under the frozen ground, the roots are going deeper than they ever have in the summer. The tree is not dead. It is dormant. It is gathering strength for the greatest explosion of life it has ever known. Encouragement. Do not despise your barrenness. Do not despise the waiting. Your empty arms are the perfect posture to hold the promise of God. You are not forgotten. You are being formulated. Listen to me, child of God. The pain you feel is the breaking of the alabaster box. The smell you sense is the perfume being poured out. You feel like you are losing, but you are actually surrendering. You have asked God to use you. You have prayed, "Lord, make me a vessel of honor. Use me for your glory." Do you not understand what that requires? A vessel that is full of itself cannot be full of God. A cup that is filled with stale water cannot be filled with living water. He is emptying you. He is cleansing you. He is making room for His glory. I prophesy to your spirit today, the season of stripping is turning into a season of suiting up. The devil thought he was destroying you, but he was only pushing you closer to the fire. And the fire does not burn you, it refines you. You are coming out of this furnace without the smell of smoke. You are coming out of this cave with a new song. You are coming out of this prison with a testimony that will shake the foundations of the earth. God has not forgotten your address. He sees your tears. He collects your weeping in a bottle. He knows the sleepless nights. But He loves you too much to leave you where you are. So lift your head, wipe your eyes, look into the darkness and say, "I trust you." The storm is not your enemy. It is your escort. The wind is not trying to blow you over. It is trying to blow you into your destiny. Let go of the branch. You have wings. Let go of the past. You have a future. I declare over you, the grace of God is sufficient for you. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. What was lost will be restored sevenfold. You will not break. You will not bow. You will rise. God is shifting you from a child of fear to a child of faith, from a victim of circumstance to a victor in Christ. Do you believe this today? If you believe that God is your source, your shield, and your sufficiency, and you are ready to let go of the old to embrace the new, type this phrase below right now. I let go and I trust you. Speak it out loud. Let the devil hear you. Let the heavens record it. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make His face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace that passes understanding. Peace that guards your heart. Peace that anchors your soul. Go forth in strength. The stripping is over. The glory has arrived.